Hey, Jevon, thanks for joining me today. Wanted to bring you on this video because you've been crushing it in the 10X B&B community. And I wanted to share your story with everyone else. So maybe to start off, if you could share with us, what you were doing before you got into Airbnb and 10X B&B, and, let us know about the two deals that you just landed, because you just landed one management deal and one arbitrage deal. So big congratulations. Obviously, that is fantastic. Two deals. We'll talk about a home run. So yeah, let us know, what were you doing before Airbnb, and what made you want to get into Airbnb? What made you want to get into 10X B&B? How'd you hear about us?
Yeah. So first of all, I've been in the IT field since I would say like 1989. I'm born and raised in California, so I've been in the Silicon Valley. That's where I started. And then 2007, moved over here to Arizona. Got with a different couple companies, and then I landed an IT position over at Nationwide. So I was there for 8 years, and then COVID hit. They bought this new building, and so things happened where basically kind of our department was eliminated. And so during that time frame, my wife and I has done some big group events through Airbnb through all those years, and just kind of making those relationships, hosting hosting homes for these big groups. And so after the years, we're like, wow, you know what, this maybe we can do this on a regular basis. So we kind of thought about that, not knowing about your program yet. And so obviously, they eliminated my position, and so I was at home doing some stuff. And during that time frame, my wife Kelly came across one of the videos, and I remember being on a call talking with some friends, and then she was on the floor on her laptop with her headphones on and just glued to the screen. I'm like, what is this girl doing down here? I said, well, not bug her, because when she's in her phase, I'm just gonna let her do what she's doing. So she was there for like an hour. So finally that night she came, and I said, okay, what went down? And so she mentioned, that she saw your video, and she said, you got to check this out. So I said, okay, for sure. So I got on there, and within 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, this is legit right here. Went in more, talked about it more, and then start getting excited. And then again, it kind of led us to what we were kind of already doing, not this part as in basically, the properties, but, going in, getting Airbnb, seeing what it's like to stay there. What are the do's, what are the don'ts, some of the horror stories we've actually seen. And saying, wow, some small little adjustments could really, would have made that stay really great. So over those 6 years, we're learning these things. And so it was kind of like a natural fit almost.
Right.
So
right.
It was pretty cool. So that's kind of where we started. And then that's kind of how we got into this.
And I know for a lot of people, when they see ads or they see online coaching programs, there's a lot of hesitation. So what were some of your doubts before coming into the program? And then what made you take that leap of faith and overcome those doubts?
Well, first of all, since at that point in time, my job was eliminated. So, hey, I'm kind of quote unquote, I wouldn't say retired, but, I had a lot of time on my hands. And so that was, again, kind of an avenue where like, wow, let's try this out. Now, so some of the things people say, oh, well, Airbnb's been out for a long time. It's a saturated market, all those things. But when you look at the data, it really tells you that, they're solid, they're strong, and they're definitely gaining momentum to be a, huge player, if not already. So my thought process is like, hey, let's try this out. Again, we're not trying to, saturate or dominate the market. If we can just get in some spot and, make a good living, hey, we're cool for that, and if something happens later on, then, hey, it'd be great. But let's get our own business. We've been wanting to do that for a long time. This just seemed like the perfect opportunity to try, and get in. And again, we love hosting, we love interacting with people. So it just seemed like a right fit. So honestly, I wasn't too worried about the cons of it, so I was like, let's do this. We have some money set aside, let's do this. So that's how it happened for us.
Fantastic. And then, so how did you land these deals? So you landed one management deal, one arbitrage deal. Tell us about how that happened. Because I think all you did was you just follow the system, follow the scripts. Pretty much that's basically what happened, right?
It's all laid out. And let me just say, you guys did a fantastic job, man, on those modules. It was super easy to understand, very well laid out. It was great. That's exactly what I did. I spent several months going through the videos, several times, listening to them, getting everything prepped, with the website, all those certain things. I have a little background in website creation. So a lot of those I was familiar with, kind of breezed through those. So I just made time to go through those videos every day, again, several times.
Mhm.
And once I kind of felt, good, then I kind of just kept that in my pocket, And so the one deal, the management deal, believe it or not, is my neighbor right across the street.
Oh,
So
amazing.
the way it happened is that a little bit before my wife Kelly found this program, we were walking the dog and we saw him kind of moving stuff out of his house. We weren't really sure what was going on. So I stopped him and I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He says, "Oh yeah, well, I'm looking to, basically we moved and I'm looking, to get renters in there." I said, "Okay, hey, wow. Okay, great. Well, hey, we're right across the street. We'll keep our eye on it for you." Some time had passed. I'm in the system now. I see him coming back and forth. So as he's pulling out, I walked out there and I said, "Hey, Kevin," and dropped a spiel on him. I said, "Hey, I know you were originally thinking about getting renters, but have you looked at the short-term rental space?" "Oh, no, I haven't." "Hit me up and let me give you some information." Basically, that's what it was. Fired
Amazing.
off the income calculator. He said, "Wow, I'm liking what I'm seeing." And
Right.
so that's how that deal pretty much happened. Now, I know I had a rapport with him before, but by me working with him and telling him some things that he never really knew,
Hmm.
I think that also sealed the deal, So he that's what really happened with that one. So
Right. And
yeah,
you're gonna basically double the revenue on that property because I think what you were saying was that person was only in $20,000 a year.
yeah,
By you coming in, you're gonna make at least $40,000 a year minimum on that property.
yeah, correct. And that's why he was very excited to see that, because I guess he's got a couple other properties, which is another thing. And they are not doing nothing like that. So I don't know who he's using management wise, but that could be definitely something right there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you got the one, and that's a management arrangement that you
That's
got.
a management arrangement. Yes, yes, yeah.
And
So
then with another landlord, you've got a rental arbitrage arrangement and same type of thing. You're going to double the revenue on that one, I think you were saying. So you're going from same thing like 20,000 a year to $40,000 a year on that one as well.
right. Yeah. And that's just a little ways, maybe about 20 minutes away. So
Yeah.
same kind of thing, went through the video, started putting feelers out, looking on the Craigslist, the furnished finders, all those certain things. Kind
Mhm.
of got a ping on that.
Yeah.
It started the spiel. Stick to the script, stayed within the parameters of what we know about the business without divulging too much, because you're a newcomer, so you
Right.
want to know what you're talking about, and
Yeah.
do the spiel if you would.
Yeah.
And then and then we went visit the place. They really liked us. And then maybe this weekend or so, all paperwork signed, everything's good. This weekend or so, we get the keys and then
Amazing.
get in there and start
Nice
it
and
going,
easy.
man.
Nice and easy, right?
Hey, well, it
Not-
takes time,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just being persistent, right? Staying encouraged, keep on pushing,
Yeah.
don't get discouraged. I mean, forever. Yeah.
Yeah. And so from these two properties you've landed, what does total revenue look like and what does total profit look like from these two properties you got?
I would just probably say it's probably around 80K.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's solid.
It's good. Yeah, that's great. I mean,
And you're thinking about 40K profit off these two properties?
correct, right around there. Yeah.
That's great, man. That's
Yeah,
great.
the data, hey, the data is saying what it is, right? So
Yeah,
data-driven decisions.
absolutely. And maybe I'll make you the host. If you wouldn't mind just showing us maybe like one or two photos of each property, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll show you. So here is one of this one here is this is the rental arbitrage spot.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
it's a small 3-bedroom, 2-bath, pretty decent,
Yep.
nice backyard with a desert backyard, nice fire pit. So
Where's this again,
this
Jeff?
is in Surprise. So
Okay.
this is about 20 minutes from where I'm at.
Okay.
So
What
and
state again? Sorry, you're in which state?
Arizona, my bad, Arizona.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So definitely I'm gonna have to take some pictures in here,
Yeah.
do some small things just to kind of spruce it up, but it'll
Yep.
be good, definitely a good little starter unit, and yeah,
Yep.
I'm happy about
Solid.
that. Yeah.
Solid.
And
Awesome.
then I'll bring up the other guy.
Mhm.
And here is the other home.
Nice.
This is the one that's right across the street now. Yeah, so this is like a 5-bedroom.
Nice.
So he, believe it or not, I mean, once I told him and I gave him some pointers, because I let him know that, hey, next year, just so you know, right down the street, that's where the Super Bowl is coming. And so
Nice.
he was scrambling. I mean, I see him every day or every week. He's coming to bring beds and he's doing his thing. So those kind of things he was unaware of,
Right.
So helping him along was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. When the Super Bowl rolls around, you guys are going to crush it. So that's a great point. And I guess Jevon, like, so you've already landed 2 deals in a short amount of time, so that's fantastic. What is the next step for you? What are you looking to do next?
So believe it or not, I've got it's a kind of we started this as a family, and so my uncle is over in Arkansas, and so he's looking at properties over that way. So again, kind of spreading out. Again, not dominating, but having a few units, 3 or 4 units in each little state of where some of my family members are. That's what we're trying to do. So that's the next phase is to go that route. But immediately just gets the homes ready. Kind of get everything ready for throwing it on Airbnb and going through all the changes there, making the house rules, all those little touches. I'm saying, again, following the script, following what you guys have laid out to the T. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying, because
Fantastic.
I have the experience.
Fantastic. No, I'm happy to see your journey, and I can't wait to see where you go from here. You're already at 2 units. You're going to be at 80K revenue very soon. So looking to see where you go from here. Looking forward to see you hit 6 figures, then 7 figures, and the sky's the limit after that. So no, thank you for coming, sharing your story with the community, and looking forward to see what you do next. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And once I get everything, together, I'll put stuff in the group so people can kind of see what's going on. So be looking forward to that as well.
Thank you so much.